The bulk AI video script generator is very simple to use once you've got it set up, and this is going to help you scale your video content production tremendously. Let me show you how to use it. I've got this list of keywords here, so you can just paste a list of hundreds of keywords, however much content you want to generate. I've got this research tab here, which I'll show you in a moment. We've got the title and the script we're going to generate into this field, and then we're going to generate description, and the music audio is optional if you want to make a note of the song that you want to put behind your video. If not, you can just delete any of these things. They are not needed for the sheet to run. So I'm going to put the research function in. On the settings page, we've got the OpenAI API key and the Perplexity API key, and then we've got our prompts over here. And the model settings here. So these are the things you don't want to move because they will break your sheet. Of course, you can change these values. You need to be able to put your API keys in, and you can adjust and tweak your prompts as well as create your own custom prompts. So when you type in equals research, you've got research term and research with sources. Sources just gives you the list of websites that it's created the research from, and research term just returns the results. So we're just going to do research term, and we've selected the keyword from there. It's going to generate factual information based on Perplexity's database. So Perplexity scrapes the web and comes to consensus, and then that's how we get our research. This is optional, but I find when I'm making more detailed scripts, like YouTube scripts, I want to have that information at hand. So I can create top 10 X or product posts with this research tool, and it just saves a bunch of time. So as you can see, it's done full research on that keyword that we gave it, and you can give it a topic, you can give it a question, anything, and it's going to do that research. And because this is Google Sheets, we can just click and drag and do the same across all of these different keywords. So again, just saving you a ton of time. But the main thing here is that we can create scripts from this. So this is the TikTok tab. We've got YouTube, YouTube Shorts, Amazon Influencer. So slight variations on these tabs because different platforms have different things. So Amazon, for example, you can have the product there, product features, and all of this data we can give to help it create the script. So we combine the data in a number of fields with the prompt, and we can create a very detailed script. Again, things that you could do one by one in ChatGPT, we can now do at scale in the sheet. So research is generated for each of those keyword terms, and now we're going to use that to help us create the script. So I'm going to do equals TikTok script. I'm just going to click the field, and it's going to create the script from this. Now these are all elongated, so I'm going to bring these down a bit. And okay, so it's just generated that script here, and I'll show you when I tweak it. So I'm just going to click and drag and generate the scripts. So we've got the keyword sustainable fashion, we've got fashion design ideas for beginners, fashion design ideas for kids, and these are the 3 scripts it's generated. And if I just make this so we can see the whole thing, just the one, you can see it's generated it very specifically for TikTok. Now, I personally like it to return just the plain text script that I can read out. So if you like it like this, where it's giving you directions, it's telling you when to appear on the screen, when to cut, what kind of clips to cut, then leave it like this. But if you're like me and you want it to return just the plain text version, you can tell it to do that. So this is the prompt here. And again, very detailed. You can get in as much detail as you like. We've got 4,000 max tokens. So don't be afraid to tweak until you've got the voice that you want. And then that's going to be the thing that you use all throughout all of your content. So it really gives you the chance to get your voice. You can use expressions that you typically use. You can give it the hooks that you want it to start with. And it's going to take all of this into account when it's creating the script. So I'm going to change this to 30 to 60 seconds of content, and I'm going to remove with quick transitions. I do want it to end with a strong call to action. It does say return plain text script, no subheadings, but I'm going to elaborate. So just return. And you can speak to it in natural language, which is the best part. So just return a plain text script, no subheadings or transitions. Just the text for me to read out. So that should do it. And so we've got the other ones here. You can expand these and look at these. This has done it in sort of like a listicle. First things first, sketch like there's no tomorrow. Inspiration is everywhere. Pro tip. All of this stuff. And another thing I love is that you can turn this into social media content. So you not only generate the script, but you can also repurpose this as social media content. So let me do another click and drag and see if this new updated prompt is going to give me just the plain text that I can read out. All right, there we go. So now we've got the plain text, which is what we would just paste into the teleprompter. I'm going to wrap this around so we can see it better. There we go. So did you know fashion design isn't just runway glamour? It's an epic blend of art, engineering, and culture. Let's dive into some crazy cool ways to juice up those creative brains in the classroom. First stop, paper hats. Paper hats that scream Queen's Gambit. So personally, I've been working with AI for a long time and I know a thing or two about prompt engineering, and let's dive into would not be a term I would use. So this is where we get to go in and really tweak the prompts. And I encourage anybody using this tool to do so. Likewise, you've got customs. The custom ones allow you to adjust the tone. So let's say you've generated a bunch of scripts and now you want to make another angle maybe for LinkedIn. You could either use the LinkedIn script prompt or you could create your own and say, reword this script in a more professional tone, which would be appropriate for LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. And if you're not comfortable with prompting or you feel like there's room for improvement, don't worry, I've got you. I've included my power prompts bonus and also my hook library. So you have tons of hacks and tweaks included to get the most out of your content. So just to quickly show the custom prompts, very simple. I've got one here. So generate attention grabbing YouTube video title for this. We can do the same for TikTok. We can also do this for description. So let's do YouTube this time. Let's do generate a YouTube description for this. Summarizing what the video is about and include three relevant hashtags. Again, you can go in and give it as much information as you want. You can tell it to include a CTA at the end, to put your exact domain in if you want to promote your blog or your website. Again, everything you can do in ChatGPT just at scale with very, very detailed prompts. So we're going to use custom 2, I believe it was. Just pops up for you. We're going to select the script as the data we want to feed in and hit enter. Again, you do not need to use Perplexity. I prefer it. I think it's a great addition because we can research, especially when we're working with fact-based content, informational content, product-based content. We can research at scale, and this just, again, speeds up the content production. This same process allowed me to script and record over 300 Amazon influencer videos in my first month. So this works. And for anybody who is looking to up their productivity and really push out some high quality content at scale, this is going to be the game changer for you.